Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah,
It's
boy.
time, everyone. We're back with weigh-ins, but it feels a little
6
different
a.m.
this time. Well, that's one thing that's different. It is 6 a.m. in the morning. This is Alexander Haley with MMA Fighting coming at you, from my lovely home in Markham, Ontario. But we're here with the UFC 261 weigh-in show. These are the official weigh-ins, the official early morning weigh-ins. Remember, this is in Jacksonville, Florida, not Las Vegas, as well. We've all become used to. So we're on East Coast time here, weigh-in time here. I am joined, of course, by I'll just say I'm joined first, of course, by there we go, Mike Heck, the illustrious Mike Heck. Jose Young's on site. You can't see him on camera right now. Of course, he is showing us the scale, the important scale at the official weigh-ins at ViStar Memorial Coliseum. I'm sure I got that name wrong. And of course, Arena, thank you. EKC Leiden in the truck, the best producer in the business.
Duval.
So I'm waiting for someone in the comments to shout it out, but I guess I'll have to kick it off. So I'm gonna wait. Someone else will shout it out first.
It's too early.
But definitely, yes, it is not Las Vegas. It is not the West Coast. Jose is in his favorite place. Oh no. Oh, we got our first Duval from Jose's new favorite Twitter account. Jose Young's Bill Cosby sweater wants us to shout out a Duval for the good folks of Duval County in Florida. So yes, it's very real. I was saying, and Jose is there in his favorite spot in the United States, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's go to Jose first. Jose, how are things down in sunny Jacksonville?
I don't know. I'm not really venturing out much. I'm kind of staying in like that one. Like I go from my hotel to this hotel to the arena, and it's like a triangle. So no knives yet. Haven't found any knives. Nice and right on. Yeah.
No knives either in a box or a single knife lying around. No knives at all.
No, though there are a bunch of AEW wrestlers at my hotel. Oscar Willis and I were waiting to get our Uber, and the Big Show walked out, and we were just like, "Whoa!"
Oh yeah.
This is alarming.
Jacksonville is known as the city of knives. It's just
The illustrious city of bridges. How was Big Show up close? Obviously, I've never seen Big Show. How was that?
Hunched over, and he looked like he was hurting. Didn't carry the mystique of that we see on the television.
I see. Well, it would be amazing if we had a Big Show appearance at the weigh-ins today. We're about 2 minutes away from the first person stepping onto the scale. I bet it will be one of our champions. I bet it will be one of our champions. What do you guys think? I'll get more specific in a second. Mike, who do you think we see step up to the scale first today?
Jorge Masvidal is my pick.
Yep. Strong guess. Casey, what do you think?
You got to go with Rodrigo Vargas.
You got to. You got to. No, it's right. You've got to. Jose, I mean, you have the inside scoop. I don't know if you see anyone yet, but if there's no one there,
no one.
Oh, then what is your guess?
Ooh.
Probably Masvidal. Actually, no, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Masvidal.
Oh, can you zoom in tight on that scale? Let's see what they're setting it up for. Oh, no, there's Masvidal.
Oh, look at him. He is.
Yeah.
He's ready to rock.
Yeah, let's keep it on, Masvidal. Let's keep it on, mister.
He is ready to rock.
The hair. I like his morning hair.
He is. I mean, he's not the champion, but I mean, considering that this is in Florida,
that green outfit, he's very Che Guevara with that green outfit.
Yeah.
AK, if he's not a champion, then why do you have a belt with him yesterday?
Oh, I'm sorry. He is. I apologize. He is the recognized BMF champion. Sorry, I meant to say he is not an undisputed UFC champion, but you could argue because this is in Florida, he is the A side of this matchup. The fans at the press conference definitely very pro Masvidal. But just in general, Jose, they seemed excited to see everyone, right? Like I think there was some boos for Usman, but nothing crazy, right?
Oh, they were very much there to see Jorge. I couldn't hear Kamaru talk. I couldn't hear anything he said.
Now,
they booed him mercilessly.
Were they booing him, or were they going?
No, it was
Usman. That's what I heard.
Words.
Yeah,
no.
I was saying Usman.
You heard incorrect. You heard correct. Kamaru. pro Jorge Masvidal, and there were a lot of chants going on. So it was not the best scene.
What kind of chance?
2024.
Oh,
They were just chanting 2024. I like that.
yeah. It's going to be a good year.
Here we go.
Oh, he's already. Here he comes.
261 Usman versus Masvidal, first fighter to the scale, taking part in the main event for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship. He is Jorge Game Red Masvidal.
Come on, baby.
Looks in good spirits. He's going under, AK.
How much under? Half.
Half, yep, 169.5.
Oh. 170 on the dot. Championship weight. He knows how to make it. I bet we see Usman next, right? It's got to be back to back.
Anthony Smith will be next.
Okay. Oh, do you know something? Did he just text you?
No, I'm just guessing. I'm 1 for 1, so I'm going to see if I can keep the train going.
Okay.
You're incorrect.
Oh, he's going.
Next fighter to the scale is the undisputed UFC Women's Strawweight Champion.
Oh.
For a second time here tomorrow night, Zhang Weili.
Zhang Weili coming up.
Her last fight was actually the last fight that had full capacity too for the UFC for fans.
Correct.
She only fights in front of a full house.
Yeah, it's interesting. She has not experienced the empty arena at all.
$114.5. 114.5 pounds, the official weight for the champion, Zhang Weili.
114.5. There is your half pound under, Mike. The champ is looking in great shape.
Oh,
She came in and said good morning to everybody. She's so friendly.
She shook hands with Rose on Embedded. She shook hands at the face-offs yesterday. All this sort of pre-fight chatter.
Jose, if you can hear us, you are frozen right now. I think everyone's clogging the internet tubes with their Masvidal footage.
Yep. Oh yeah. I can see the bandwidth I can feel it getting choked. Don't worry, guys. As long as you can hear us, we'll keep bringing you weigh-in results. So don't worry about that. But we'll have video back soon. I still think Usman's going to come in the first 5. I still think Usman's one of the first 5 guys to win. I would be surprised.
Oh no.
Sorry, guys. Like we said, don't worry. That's true. We'll get that stream back for you guys. Like we said, that bandwidth right now is getting choked up with everyone. Definitely posting that Masvidal clip, the Zhang Weili clip. So please pardon the technical difficulties for now. We will have the show back on the road. And like I said, keep up. We'll keep telling you when the weigh-ins come up. Jessica Andrade just came up, 124.5. So there we go. So that's one half of the flyweight title fight, which is the third fight up from the card. The strawweight championship fight will be the co-main event. All right, just one moment.
And there's Thug Rose.
Here we go.
$114.5. 114.5, the official weight for Rose Namajunas.
Rose Namajunas also half a pound under. Her and Zhang Weili both at 114.5 for Saturday's strawweight championship co-main event.
UFC Women's Flyweight Champion set to make a fifth defense of her title, Valentina Shevchenko.
Here comes Shevchenko, but first, Casey, Zhang Weili versus Rose Namajunas is official. Whoa!
Someone didn't watch Between the Links yesterday.
No, I was not prepared. Was not prepared.
Getting all the title fighters out of the way first, so bandwidth should open right up. Should open right up once Usman weighs in.
Sorry, guys, just updating this on the Twitter. One championship fight official.
The official weight, 124.5 pounds for Valentina Shevchenko.
Valentina Shevchenko also 124.5, as was Jessica Andrade. So that flyweight championship fight is now official.
All right, next fighter to the scale, taking part in Prelim that you can see live on ESPN, the UFC's middleweight division, Carl Robertson.
Carl Robertson coming up.
He's had issues making 185, correct?
He's also been dealing.
Go ahead. That's right. Go
he's
ahead.
also been dealing. Yeah, he's also been dealing with a lot of health issues over the last year.
Hope he's all right now. Coming in early. That's usually a good sign.
He's not facing Marvin Vettori again.
185 pounds, the official weight for Carl Robertson.
There you go. 185.
So before he fought Marvin Vettori, he was diagnosed with something called rhabdomyolysis, which is like a rare condition that damages your muscle tissues from the inside. So it like messes up your shoulders, your thighs, your lower back, and it like creates a lot of muscle weakness across the body and the arms and legs. And he had COVID, so rough 2020 for him.
Oh, brutal.
But he seems to have that all behind him now.
Who do we have coming up? Jose, who do we have coming up here?
I believe this is Jeff Molina.
Jeff Molina.
Correct.
Contender
Very
series.
excited.
Sorry, I'm trying to get you guys some raw footage so you can replay any of the ones that were a little choppy.
Oh,
Thank you, Jose.
you're so kind, sir.
£126, the official weight for Jeff Molina.
Jeff Molina, 126. Making good use. Use that extra pound. Why not? Who else had to deal with rhabdo? Who else was dealing with rhabdo recently in the last couple of years? That sounds so familiar.
Forget.
Not Anthony Smith.
I don't know. It's a good question.
I'm gonna find this. It was.
But the good thing.
Oh my gosh! It's gonna kill me. Who this was?
His debut tomorrow night, Rongju.
Rongju. A lot of people excited for this guy's debut. Oh, Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall had rhabdo. He said before his fight with Diego.
That's right.
Yeah. I remember it was quite a big story at the time.
The official weight, 156 pounds for Rongju.
156 for Rongju. He will be fighting Kazula Vergas on Saturday.
Do we know anything about Rongju? I don't know. I know very little about him.
Dude,
His opponent in the UFC's lightweight division, Kazula Vergas.
Oh, here's his opponent. Mike, were you going to say something about Rongju?
he's a monster. He's got 10 wins in a row. He's finished 9 of them. The guy is a beast. This is his 21st professional fight. This is a long overdue call, no doubt about it. And maybe it was fortunate that Zhang Wei Li is fighting on it, so we can sort of highlight the fighters from that region. But man, this guy, I'm excited to see him fight tomorrow inside the octagon. He is a beast.
Yeah, I think of all the people debuting, actually Liang Na, I know a lot of people are excited about her as well, but of all the men fighters debuting, I think he's the one that people are giving me the most, sort of telling me to get the most excited about.
Who is this? I'm up here.
This is Kazula
Vargas.
Rodrigo Vargas. Kazula.
His opponent. Okay.
155, the official weight for Kazula Vargas.
Championship weight for Rodrigo Kazula Vargas. 156 for Rangju, his opponent. And you know what that means, guys? That means that fight is official.
Usman's next.
Our next fighter to the scale is the man around whom this fight card was built, the undisputed
Dwight
UFC
Grant.
welterweight champion, the Nigerian nightmare,
my bad.
Usman.
Stop it.
I love Dwight Grant.
I love Dwight Grant too. He is not the man this card was built around. We're just,
That
just for them.
That is promotional malpractice.
I mean, maybe it should have been, but yes, he is.
All right, well, let's look at this guy. This guy's pretty good.
Ooh. 169 and 1/2 pounds, the official weight for the champion, Kamaru Usman.
169.5, half a pound under the championship weight that Jorge Masvidal weighed in earlier, the BMF champion. And this BMF champion versus undisputed UFC welterweight champion rematch is now official. No surprises there. All six, like we said, I think we all expected the six champions to come in.
Part of the featured prelim in the welterweight division, live on ESPN, Alex Cowboy Oliveira.
Oh, another veteran. But yeah, we all expected all the champs to come in within the first 20 minutes, half an hour. So no surprises there. These guys are no strangers to main events, no strangers to championship bouts. So, and here comes Alex Cowboy Oliveira.
If you watched Between the Links yesterday, this is Jed Meshu's deep cut fight of the night.
Oh,
It's not a deep cut.
171 pounds for Alex Cowboy Oliveira.
Alex Cowboy Oliveira, 171. We'll talk more about him later when we have time, and unless there's a break now. He's had quite an experience ahead of his actual most recent fight, not the one that got canceled. Ariane Carnelossi will be opening up the card.
And this is one half of Drake Riggs's deep cut fight of the night.
Oh, this is a deep cut. Like I said, a lot of people are excited about Liang Na.
I mean, anything on the prelims is kind of a deep cut if we're being honest.
Well, apparently not according to Jose Youngs. Not if it's a featured prelim.
Calling Cowboy Randy Brown a deep cut is tomfoolery.
$115 on the nose for Ariane Carnelossi.
115 championship weight for Ariane Carnelossi.
To Jed's defense, he did say it was low hanging fruit, and he was taking Drake's strategy from the week prior.
All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's featherweight division out of Philadelphia, PA, Pat Sabatini.
Pat Sabatini getting a second chance to make his debut after his last fight was canceled when his opponent missed weight by almost 12 pounds. I don't think that will be happening with Tristan Connolly today. Yeah. So Pat Sabatini very disappointed last time. He was supposed to fight Rafael Alves. Obviously, that fight thankfully was canceled, and now he gets Tristan Connolly. Though Tristan Connolly in a kind of weird situation. He's coming down, but he is a natural featherweight. We'll talk more again. We'll talk more about all these guys later and kind of the circumstances that led up to today.
146. 146, the official weight for Pat Sabatini.
Was 146 for Pat Sabatini. And like we said, he awaits Tristan Connolly, who fought at 170 last time as a late notice replacement to take on Demolidor, Michel Pereira. We were in the house for that one, guys.
To the scale charge for kicking off the pay-per-view main card of the UFC's light heavyweight division, 13th ranked Jimmy Crute.
Jimmy Crute coming up.
The official weight for Jimmy Crute.
205.5 for Jimmy Crute. He'll await his opponent, Anthony Smith. I can sense Casey's celebration music finger getting itchy.
I am hyped for Anthony Smith, Jimmy Crute. I like this kind of changing the guard type fights. To see if it,
I mean, if it is. Sorry, Jose. Who is this coming up?
Oh, I missed it. Sorry.
I think it's Keelang.
I think you said Keelang. Keelang. Okay. Yeah. You're Keelang. Okay.
$126, the official weight for the newcomer, Ori Keelang.
Ori Keelang.
I have no idea who these fighters are.
I believe he's also from the same league that Wang Zhu competed in.
Welterweight division, the body snatcher, Dwight Grant.
We've got Dwight Grant coming up, but with Ori
That is-
Keelang
you are
making
accurate.
weight and Jeff Molina both making 126, that fight is official. I caught you off guard with that one.
Yeah, I was so excited for Dwight Grant.
Here's Dwight Grant.
$170 pounds, the official weight for Dwight Grant.
Dwight Grant, 170 on the button. No issues there. He'll be fighting
All right, next
Stefan
fighter to the scale, you can see him compete live on ESPN in a middleweight prelim. He is Brendan All-In Allen.
This is a great fight. Brendan Allen, Carl Robertson. Carl Robertson already successfully weighed in. So let's see what happens here. Brendan Allen.
Wait, his nickname's All In? Is it
All-In Allen.
All In? Okay, I get it.
186, the official weight for Brendan Allen.
186 for Brendan Allen. His fight with Carl Robertson is official.
All right, next fighter to the scale, you can also see him compete live on ESPN as he comes back for the first time in a long time in the UFC's featherweight division, Tristan Boondoggle Connolly.
Vancouver's own Tristan Connolly coming up for his first UFC fight at 145 pounds.
First fight in nearly 6 years at 145 pounds.
Dang.
Whoa, he looks different.
146 pounds, the official weight for Tristan Connolly.
146 for Tristan Connolly. Pat Sabatini, you can wipe your brow, sir, because your first UFC fight is actually official. As Jose always reminds us, it's not technically official until they step into the cage, but it's at least it's made it further than it did last time for Pat Sabatini. So good, he can be happy about that.
UFC Women's Strawweight Division now as we welcome Liang Na.
Oh, here comes Liang Na again. A lot of hype behind this young lady. Ariana Carnelossi is a pretty tough test, though. But I think the right test for someone again with experience, who has a lot of experience, but is coming to the UFC for the first time.
Oh,
A little bit over. They said 116.5.
116.5 for now for Leon Na. Half pound over the strong limit.
for those who like to play the proverbial ponies, Carnelossi, a pretty sizable favorite.
Carnelossi is the favorite.
Minus 220.
Dang.
Kind of surprised. I didn't think. I kind of figured she'd be the favorite. I didn't think she would be that big of a favorite.
Like I said, she's good. I just know Liang's coming in with a lot of hype, but yeah, maybe not enough.
Sure.
A lot of that can be counted just for she's just known better over here.
Sure.
$116. The official weight for Leon Na.
116 with the box of shame. And also hat tip to the beam scale, by the way. Hat tip to the beam scale. I always feel like a lot of these fighters who were like that close, if they were on the digital scale, that digital scale is unforgiving. But the beam scale,
Beam scale is your friend if you're trying to get that
beam
last
scale,
half pound off.
yeah, most definitely. Just gotta eyeball that stuff. So there we go. So now she gets to pose triumphantly. She made it, and that means her fight with Ariane Carnelossi is official. Prince Vegeta-san said in the comments, remember when they did it with towels?
The days of the towel.
Randy Rude Boy Brown.
Here's Jed's no-name fighter that is apparently going to.
Oh my gosh!
Deep cut. Clown ass question.
He's not even here to defend himself.
I'm sure he's watching. I'm sure we'll hear from him.
He has no defense.
Goodness.
He doesn't watch the product unless he's on it.
$171, the official weight for Randy Brown.
171 for Randy Brown. His fight with Alex Oliveira is now official. This is a rescheduling from February 27th.
Casey, check your Slack.
Okay, well, we've run through quite a few names already. Just a handful remaining. I'm not going to... Mike, I don't think we need to do a rundown yet, unless it looks like there's a little break.
I think there's a
Maybe?
little break.
I think there's a little break.
Seriously.
Oh, okay. Mike, yeah, if you want to, I guess now would be a good time to let people know. I mean, even just letting them know the top 3 fights, it's probably a good time. So go for it, Mike.
All right. Well, as AK just alluded to, yeah, all 3 title fights are official. Of course, the main event for the welterweight title, Kamaru Usman weighed in at 169.5. Jorge,
I knew it. Mike actually just queued that up on purpose because I knew as soon as you started, someone would come up.
Yes, more on that later.
That was to get the weigh-ins going. I knew it.
Look at the screen.
What gentleman is this?
I believe this is Danae Batgirl.
136, the official weight for Storm Dana Botgedi.
Dana. Thank you, John Anik. Okay, I apologize. I have been mispronouncing his name. Dana Batgirl.
136.
136. Batgirl. Thank you, Mike.
Anik turning my world upside down.
You New England boys, I'll tell you. He's always on top of these things.
Jose, do we have anyone coming up right now?
John Anik just went to investigate. If he walks back
Otherwise,
out.
we are only waiting on 5 names. So we have just blown 21 fighters successfully waiting so far. We've just blown through this card so far. So you know what that means, viewers, listeners. You're gonna get a lot of us for the next possibly 90 minutes, jibber jabbering while we wait for Stefan Sekulic to show up at 10:55 Eastern time. Stefan, I apologize if you're next. I picked a random name. I picked a random name from the list of people remaining. I could have said Chris Weidman. I could have said anyone.
So guys, so while we're waiting, we got
a little bit of a break.
Okay.
Okay.
So we got a replay. Let's show a replay.
Okay. Oh, good idea.
Some of the championship fighters weighing in right now.
Hit him up.
All right, thank you all for being here for the official weigh-in for UFC 261, Usman versus Masvidal 2. First fighter to the scale taking part in the main event for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship. He is Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
$170.
170 pounds, the official weight for Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
Big reaction.
All right. So that was Masvidal.
There's Masvidal.
Yes, Bill, that was a replay for anyone that was either just tuning in or was not paying attention earlier for some reason. He looked great. I bet I wouldn't want him to, but I bet he could still make 155. He should.
Looks like we got some movement.
All right.
Potentially.
It's got to be Weidman or Hall.
Yeah,
All right, next fighter to the scale. UFC Fight Pass Prelim in the bantamweight division, Kevin Natividad.
Kevin,
I was completely,
Oops, sorry.
I was
Arizona,
completely
baby.
wrong. Oh, and his brother, right? Christian? That's a thing, right?
Yeah, he is a brother, is a fighter too. think it's Christian.
They both fought for LFA.
Correct.
135.5.
135.
For Kevin Natividad.
135.5 for Kevin Natividad. His fight with Dana Batgaril is now official.
So, I believe so.
So that's almost all the prelims. We're just waiting for Stefan Sekulic. Everyone very professional today. It is great to see. Of course, this is a highly anticipated card. Again, not just because the name's on it, but because for anyone who may have missed the memo and may have missed, Dana White with the mayor and the governor, mayor of Jacksonville, and the governor of Florida. There's people in attendance now, so it's a big deal. And we're not talking a few people. We're not talking a smattering, select crowd here. We are talking full capacity, just as Dana White wanted it. He stuck to his word. He said, I will not do partially filled arenas. I'm not going back to any arenas until we can pack them in.
Didn't they do partially filled in Abu Dhabi?
Abu Dhabi. I think he meant in the United States. There's asterisk.
They had a half-dome arena.
That's true. See, okay, so it wasn't even a completed arena.
Oh, okay.
There we go. So again, there's a couple asterisks and then asterisk. Yes. So Dana White does not break his word. All right. When Dana White says S is going to get done, S gets done.
This is true.
I think, Mike, I know as soon as I say this, Stefan Sekulic is going to show up, but I think now would be a good time for a recap.
All right. All three title fights are official. The main event, Kamaru Usman, the champ, weighed in at 169.5. Jorge Masvidal was the first man on the scale. You just saw it. If you missed it, he weighed in at 170. Zhang Weili and Rose Namajunas both weighed in at 114.5. Valentina Shevchenko and Jessica Andrade, their flyweight title fight is official. Both of those very competitive, very tough ladies weighed in at 124.5. Chris Weidman and Uriah Hall still waiting on them. Still awaiting the arrival of Anthony Smith. He will take on Jimmy Crute, who weighed in at 205.5. The featured prelim on ESPN, Randy Brown and Alex Oliveira. Both gentlemen weighed in at 171. Dwight Grant weighed in at 170, still waiting on Stefan Sekulic. Brendan Allen and Carl Roberson is official. Allen weighed in at 186, Roberson at 185. Tristan Connolly set for his featherweight debut in the UFC, weighed in at 146. He takes on the former CFFC champion, Pat Sabatini, also weighed in at 146. Dana Batgaril, weighed in at 136, takes on Kevin Natividad, weighed in at 135.5. Rong Zhu, weighed in at 156, takes on Rodrigo Vargas, weighed at 155. Jeff Molina and Aori Kilang, both making their debuts, both weighed in at 126, and Ariane Carnelosi weighed in at 115. She takes on Liang Na, who weighed in at 116. A little hiccup on the scale, but the box of shame or the box of assistance helped her cut that last half pound. She weighed in at 116. Back to you, AK.
Mike, my best friend. That was superb. Should we call it the box of redemption? But if you don't make it, it's a box of shame.
I guess as long as you say it, it sounds like you're in a cave, like the box of shame.
Oh, the box of shame.
Yeah, the box of shame. Like you're kind
Bring
of
in the box of shame.
Yeah.
What is happening?
What? Sorry. I was just showing off my wonderful.
All right, here we go. Now we got it. We're gonna show a replay now.
Oh, here we go. Okay, this is a replay, people. This is a replay.
All right, here we go. So,
and if you don't believe us, it says replay on the bottom.
I'm gonna go past this. I'm gonna go.
Okay. Yes, we showed Jorge again already, which was great.
All right, there's the near and far.
Oh, whoops. Dang it. There we go.
Here is the champion, the strawweight champion, Zhang Weili.
114.5 pounds, the official weight for the champion, Zhang Weili.
Tremendous condition as expected. And she came in, greeted the media, said, "Good morning, everybody." Very friendly. She's ready to go. That fight absolutely rules.
You know what I appreciate about her? The only English she's spoken to the media has been.
All right, next fighter to
Shut
the
up.
scale is the number
good
one
morning.
ranked women's flyweight contender and former UFC strawweight champion.
On camera.
Jessica
Also.
On camera.
That's all she said.
Here's the replay of Jessica Andrade.
She chooses her words wisely. I appreciate that.
Jessica Andrade also showed off her English. I don't know if you guys saw it Embedded. I can't repeat the words that she showed she knew how to say on Embedded, but they were adult words.
Was it Duval?
She did not shout out Duval yet. I don't think they've been teaching that to people, unfortunately. Most of the English speakers here aren't shouting Duval, but they should.
Nope.
So 124.5, the official weight for Jessica Andrade.
The look on her face typically isn't a look you see from an opponent of Valentina Shevchenko.
All right, next
But she
fighter to
looks
the scale, another
uber
former
confident.
UFC strawweight champion and now the number one contender set to challenge for the title again, Thug Rose Namajunas.
And here's the replay of the Rose Namajunas weigh-in. Yeah, Andrade. I mean, not just confident. She's always like positive. Again, I'm sure she's not always positive in life, but I mean, when she's during fight week and when she's doing media and stuff, she's like the most positive like person. It's quite a joy to watch.
We got movement.
Oh, we have live weigh-ins coming back.
All right, next fighter to the scale in the UFC's welterweight division is Stefan Sekulic.
I called it.
Sekulic.
I mean, Sekulic. I mean, it was a 1 in 5 chance, but I still called it.
Yeah. I mimicked you, my best friend.
One. Okay, he's looking to make welterweight.
$171, the official weight for Stefan Sekulic.
171, the official weight for Stefan Sekulic, and that means his fight with Dwight Grant is official. Oh,
AK, you gotta wait for the graphic and everything. Come on, you're like getting too
okay.
excited.
Look,
I know we're not used to this. I know this is like
I'm doing this for you. I know you love pressing the button.
For
all
me,
right?
or are you talking about the people at home?
I'm doing this for the people. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for the people. I am the
Come on, we had hours of rehearsals. Hours.
We did do our. You're right. We did do this in rehearsal. Yeah, we did the dress rehearsal last night.
Yeah.
4 remaining: Chris Weidman, Uriah Hall, Anthony Smith. 3 remaining. I can't count. That was a test. 3 remaining. I'm a little surprised.
So no, we always place our bets on who's gonna be the first fighter. Who will be the last fighter to weigh in?
Mike, you go first.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Anthony Smith was going to be like the second guy on the scale. So at this point, I'm going to hedge my bets the other way and say Anthony Smith will be the last one. But it's not because he's going to struggle. It's just because like we still have an hour and 21 minutes to go. So yeah, Anthony Smith will be the last one.
Jose, you got a better feel for things down there. What do you think? Who's showing up last?
Who says that?
I do. I trust you. You're on point. You've got your finger on the pulse of Jacksonville right now.
How dare you compliment Jose?
Yeah. How dare you make an assumption? Probably Anthony Smith.
Okay, Casey.
No, I take it back. You're right, Hall.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Casey.
I'm gonna go Dwight Grant. I thought he was gonna come back just because if we didn't get enough of him.
He wasn't happy.
Yeah.
I didn't want to weigh 170. I want to weigh 169. I'm coming back.
Let's do it one more.
Can I hit my pose again?
Yeah.
Can I hit my pose again?
So,
I agree with Jose. I think it would be Uriah Hall. You know why? Because F the media.
Their comments. I'm the one being called an instigator.
Uriah Hall, I think, is on weight right now, and I think he's just laughing. I think he's looking out and seeing all the media waiting here, and us, kind of twiddling their thumbs. Like, good, let them wait.
His relationship with the media is getting a little bit better.
I don't know. I saw him calling out some clickbait on Twitter the other day. Not us, thankfully, but just in general.
So what was the issue with the? I saw you had some issues.
I instigated a New York beef, apparently, which you took issue with.
It's a fair question.
It wasn't even a question. It was just like, hey, this is something funny that they said, and it's funny.
Sure.
And he took it the wrong way.
Yeah.
I couldn't
That's
tell.
not your fault.
I couldn't tell if Uriah was kind of just going along with the joke, or was he? I don't know.
I think he was, and then he. I don't know. He just was in a bad mood when he saw the tweet.
Not from us.
I'm like,
I think it's the way.
I don't think Chris Weidman was offended by it either.
No, I think it's the way the tweet was framed. I can't remember the phrasing of it, but I think the way it was framed, I think it was like, oh, I see how it is. Trying to turn this funny moment between Chris Weidman and I into like legitimate beef. How dare you?
You won't believe what this quote unquote New Yorker said about Long Island.
I would have loved. Did we do that? Because we should have done that. I wish that was us.
We need more clickbait articles. Seriously, I think
we don't do enough after Jake Paul Triller weekend. We don't honestly. We don't do enough.
I think we need more clickbait because everyone just does not use the term clickbait correctly.
Right. So we need to really show them.
We got to show them. We got to. No. This is how you clickbait.
If you want clickbait, let me tell you something.
We
got some.
If you say exactly what the article's about in the headline, it is not clickbait. Just an FYI. If you don't even need to click it and you know what the article's about, it's not clickbait.
Every good clickbait article sounds like you won't believe.
Yes, that is yes.
You'll never guess.
You'll never guess.
When we write something
about Long Island.
When we write something like Kamaru Usman wants Colby Covington after UFC 261 or whatever, that is not clickbait. But I definitely see like, oh, sure he does. You baited me.
You won't believe who Colby Covington wants to fight.
Dana White said this controversial contender is next.
Jeremiah K says
Colby Covington said to. Oh, what?
Jeremiah K says Uriah versus AK set for UFC 270. I like Uriah Hall. Most of us in the media like Uriah Hall. It's Uriah who has a bit of an issue with the media, and sometimes justifiably so. I'm not saying Uriah Hall's out to lunch here. There's certainly criticisms to be made in the media. No, I have no beef with Uriah. He's actually a fighter I like very, very much.
I think I'll widen my camera angle so you can see my toast over here. It's getting cold.
I will say this. I interviewed Uriah probably in January, like a month before the fight was originally supposed to happen. It was like a 45-minute interview. Go back and watch it. If you're bored today, go back and watch that interview. It was fascinating stuff.
Oh. Yeah, definitely check that one out, guys. That was on What the Heck, yes, from January. He just looked at MMA fighting, What the Heck, Uriah Hall. Check out that interview for sure. But Uriah is like he's like you said, he's
wait, Jose, you saying something?
Oh, sorry, so Jose, are you talking to us or are you talking to someone on site?
Oh, he muted himself now.
Okay, there we go. That answers the question. Probably talking to our good pal Oscar Willis or Mike Bunn or
whoa, good pal.
One of those chuckleheads.
Hey,
I'm just being professional.
Don't. That's clickbait. Don't lie to our people here. You won't believe what Oscar Willis of the Mac Life said.
Mike, you mentioned we started many conversations that way though. Like in real life, Casey, you won't believe what Oscar Willis of the Mac Life said the other day. It's ridiculous. But Mike, yeah, you said you spoke to Uriah for like over 40 minutes. He's a very thoughtful guy. He's a really thoughtful guy. And more importantly, I'd say, and I shouldn't say, I'm not trying to make it sound like most MMA fighters aren't thoughtful. He's thoughtful and he's very willing to express and share those thoughts, which I think can be a good thing. And again, when you're a thoughtful person, guess what? You're going to not, sometimes you're not going to like everything you see about, again, the media and stuff like that, or so you will like some of the stuff. But again, that's what happens when you give thoughtful answers and not just like token stock answers. You know, somebody's gonna say stuff that's a little, I don't know, controversial, or again that maybe rubs people the wrong way. But he's a pretty straightforward, honest guy. Uriah Hall's all right in my book.
I'll say this about Uriah Hall.
Clip this and tag him, please.
My name's AK Lee. Uriah Hall, great guy.
I approve.
I approve. I approve any fighter that's just straight up honest and themselves. That's all. Because like I've seen lots of fighters. You do an interview with them, and then they'll do an interview. Then afterwards, they're like, "That was a stupid question." I was like, "Well, why didn't you tell me that was a stupid question during the interview?" I was like, "Just be upfront about it. That's all. If you don't like the question, tell me you don't like the question, and we'll talk about that." So, and I think Uriah Hall is someone that would do that. So I appreciate that. I may not have to agree with everything, but I just as long as that's you out there, that's all that matters.
Yeah, you can't go through the paces with him. You can't just. I think I'm Mike. You would know better. You just spoke to him, but I've spoken to him in scrums. That's about it. But I mean, you definitely can't kind of run through stock stuff. You can see the energy drain from his body if you ask like generic like how do you think this fight will end questions and stuff like that. You can see him just you can see the spirit leaving him. But again, Mike, I know you got him on the hook for like 40 minutes.
Talk about stuff that he cares about. It's not just fighting.
Happy
Uriah literally said upstate New York doesn't count.
That goes with anybody about anything. Talk about what they want to talk about.
Exactly.
I've seen an interview with. Oh, speaking of which, Chris Weidman is right here.
Ooh.
Here we go.
I've seen an interview where someone was like, "How's the city treating you?" He's like, "You should know." I was like, "No, I wouldn't. I would have no idea." See, that's a stupid answer. I'm not letting off though for that.
Our next fighter to the scale is the former undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, 11th ranked at present, the All-American Carolina Chris Weidman.
Yep, Carolina Chris. It's a true
You're gonna have to
story.
explain that one to me.
He's in he moved to South Carolina.
Oh, hanging out with Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy's going to be in his corner as well.
186 pounds, the official weight for the former champ Chris Weidman.
186 for Chris Weidman. Coming off of a win, guys. Coming off of his first win in ages. It wasn't pretty, but he got the win against Omari Akhmedov.
All right, next fighter to the scale is on a serious role in the UFC's middleweight division, Uriah
Damn it. Damn it, Mike got it.
Yeah!
Anthony Smith will be the last to weigh in.
Well, it could still be Dwight Grant.
Yeah, Dwight Grant.
Could still see Dwight Grant again.
He doesn't look happy.
185 pounds, the official weight for Uriah Hall.
185 for Uriah Hall. His fight with Chris Weidman, rematch from September 2010, I think.
Yeah, almost 11 years ago.
Goodness me, is now official.
What's that about? Looks so
And we are just waiting on Anthony Smith.
Championship weight.
I know, you're shaking his head like he was 190.
No, serious. That wasn't. I didn't. It wasn't mad. I saw serious. He looked serious, man. He looked focused.
Nope. He looks mad.
I saw focus.
Nope. AK, you're wrong.
I don't think you can tell the difference. I think
You didn't see the head shake? The head shake.
I'm about 10 feet away. I saw a furious individual.
I'm looking at the same. Well, I'll defer to Jose in this case.
AK's
but I mean,
AK's like, no, he looked serious. He didn't look mad. I'm like, it's a dumb thing to say.
All right, and our final fighter to weigh in this morning, charged with kicking off the pay-per-view main card in the light heavyweight division, former world title challenger Anthony Lionheart Smith.
What?
Dang, under an hour.
Less than an hour.
Less than an hour. This is one.
What
of
are we
the
gonna do
quickest
for an
weigh-ins
hour
we've
and 9
ever had.
minutes?
Well, we're gonna wait for Dwight Grant to come back and weigh in
Dwight
again.
Grant's coming back. Gonna do a little
We could do our
stand-up routine.
live preview show.
206 pounds, the official
Too
weight
easy.
for Anthony Smith.
What was that?
All right, all the fighters have successfully weighed in. We look forward to seeing you guys later today for the ceremonial weigh-in at the Five-Star Veterans Memorial Arena,
AK.
4 p.m. local.
Yeah, that's right.
I missed
There's no
it. Sorry.
face-offs, I forgot.
206 for Anthony Smith, which makes his fight with Jimmy Crute, who weighed in 205.5, official. Wait, so what is the deal with face-offs will happen at ceremonials?
Yes, remember there was this time before there was a virus
here?
going throughout the nation.
Wait, are we just
There's
done?
there's no face-offs today.
What do you, AK? Do you remember 1 year ago when?
But I mean, are we just done? Or is there nothing left to do?
Time out. Do you remember January? Like, not even like it happened in January. This is how it went.
Are we done?
We just forgot.
No, AK.
We're done. We're cooked.
Okay,
You are
AK.
cooked.
AK. We have Mike needs to read the weights. We're gonna replay the championship guys and women weighing in, so we have a little more time.
Then what? Okay,
Do you
I'm
wanna
not ready
shoot
to
the
be done.
breeze?
I'm not ready to be
Breeze for
done
a few
yet.
minutes?
AK,
We
do
shoot
you
the
want
breeze?
you want to
Shoot
read
the breeze?
You want to race? Maybe
me-
you read the weights, and then what time you? Then I read the
I
weights.
guess I should write in. I guess I should finish doing my work and actually, write that the weigh-ins are done. I guess I could do my job. But all right, Mike, go ahead, please take us away with the recast, please.
All right. 3 title fights tomorrow night in Jacksonville, Vistar Veterans Memorial Arena.
Wait,
The welterweight title.
I'm trying to find some good music reading for you. I mean,
I was getting ready to do like
what do we
know,
oh,
like a hula dance almost.
there you go.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm feeling this right now. The welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru Usman, weighed in at 169.5 pounds. He will defend his title against the BMF champion, Jorge Masvidal. He's the first man on the scale, weighed in at 170. The co-main event for the strawweight title is official. Zhang Wei Li, the champ, weighed in at 114.5. Rose Namajunas, the former champ and challenger, also weighed in at 114.5. The flyweight title also on the line. Valentina Shevchenko, 124.5. Jessica Andrade, the former strawweight champion, also weighed in at 124.5. Chris Weidman, former middleweight champion, weighed in at 186. He is set for his rematch against Uriah Hall, who weighed in at 185 on the nose. Anthony Smith, the last man on the scale, but did so an hour and 9 minutes early, weighed in at 206. Jimmy Crute weighed in at 205.5. The featured prelim on ESPN in the welterweight division, Randy Brown versus Alex Oliveira. Both gentlemen weighed in at 171. Dwight Grant weighed in at 170. Stefan Sekulic weighed in at 171. Brennan Allen, 186. He takes on Carl Roberson, who weighed in at 185. Tristan Connolly back in action for the first time since his win over Michel Pereira, recovering from neck surgery. Weighed in at 146 for his return to the featherweight division. He takes on former CFFC champion Pat Sabatini, 146 apiece. Danab Batska-Real, 136. Kevin Natividad weighed in at 135.5 for that bantamweight fight. The octagon debut of Rong Zhu. He weighed in at 156, takes on Rodrigo Vargas, who weighed in at 155. Octagon debut for Jeff Molina, Contender Series alum, weighed in at 126. Aori Quilang weighed in at 126 as well. And in the curtain jerker, a banger at 115 pounds, Ariane Cardelosi weighed in at 115. She will take on Liang Na, who weighed in at 116 pounds. It is all official. UFC 261 going on tomorrow night. AK, take us home.
Woo! Great job, Mike. All right, now Casey, how about those face-offs? Let's go.
All right. Let's face. God dang it.
Let's go. Here, right? All right. So time
Here we go. So
okay, I'm sorry. No, sorry. Here's a replay of there are no face-offs. Here's a replay of this morning's championship highlights, guys. Please enjoy.
So
170 pounds, the official weight for Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
How do we think Masvidal looked on the scale?
UFC Women's Strawweight Champion,
Whoa.
defending her title for a second time here tomorrow night, Zhang Weili. £114.5, the official weight for the champion, Zhang Weili. All right, next fighter to the scale is the #1 ranked women's flyweight contender and former UFC strawweight champion, Jessica Andrade. $124.5, the official weight for Jessica Andrade. All right, next fighter to the scale, another former UFC strawweight champion and now the #1 contender set to challenge for the title again, Thug Rose Namajunas. $114.5, the official weight for Rose Namajunas. All right, next fighter to the scale is the undisputed UFC Women's Flyweight Champion, set to make a 5th defense of her title, Valentina Bullet Shevchenko. The official weight, 124.5 pounds for Valentina Shevchenko. All right, next fighter to the scale is the man around whom this fight card was built, the undisputed UFC welterweight champion, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman. 169.5 pounds, the official weight for the champion Kamaru Usman.
Hello.
Well,
I can't hear you.
AK.
Sorry, yes, my mic was my mic was off. I was being responsible.
So,
We are done here. We will have a media day shortly. About 10:15.
10:15 local time is what they told me.
Okay.
So
I
around
think it
there.
was 10:15 local time. Yeah, so Eastern time. But thank you everyone for joining us so far. Like in 10 minutes, that'll be on a different stream, guys. So you don't need. So yeah, it will not be on this stream. We have a new stream set up already on the MMA Fighting YouTube. You'll see us tweet it out. So do not miss that. Who's going to be there, Jose?
John Anik and Megan O'Leary.
There you go. Two of our favorites, John Anik, Megan O'Leary, always have great insights on the fights coming up this weekend and, you know, the storyline surrounding this card and everything coming up. So please make sure to tune into that. But for now, thank you for tuning in. I will sign off for Mike Heck, for Jose Young's on site, who never stops working. You will have more Jose as the day goes on, well, through the rest of the weekend. And of course, in the truck, Casey Leiden. But thank you guys. Everyone successfully made weight. I hope you're all successfully making weight at home or not, whatever. It's your life. Tune in. Media day, media interview. People coming up in about 10 minutes.
Body shame me? Jeez.
I think I body shamed everyone.
Nice.
Ooh, I just got don't cancel me. And we'll have a preview show later today.
Happy birthday, AK.
Nope.
Oh, stop.
Duval.